Well, I thought, this is kind of what I go through before I do a show. And it's just things that you should do. I guess I should have started with actually doing the wiring, but I've actually shown you how to do that before. So we should be fine. Everything's actually pretty close to being ready. But, so here's the back of the painting. This is a 30 by 40. And we've got our wire here. And what I always try to do is I'm consistent through all the paintings. On my 30 by 40s, I'm 12 inches down, and I try to make sure everything is exactly the same distance from the top to the bottom. It's a lot easier for somebody who's hanging these paintings for you. They know where to put things. There, whoa, there we go. How's everybody? So, but that's what I'm doing. And so we've got, and I've got decent hangers. These things have really revolutionized me. They're heavy duty things, but the great thing is, when I put the screws in, I could use a power tool and it just pops it right in. Or before, I used to screw these things in. Oh my God, it was a pain in the rear end. So, but like I said, that's another thing. Have a decent hanging rings, or what do you want to call those? We've got this. I found this wire that's really good. I'll just put it right there. Advertising for them. But watch, I'll get sued. But it's plastic coated, and so what's nice about that is that it's heavy duty, but it doesn't rust, and plus you don't have the frays of wire sticking out. And I go the extra step. I actually put a little bit of tape right where it comes to an end. So when somebody's hanging it and they're pushing their hands up there, they're not going to get jabbed by a wire. And that's another thing I do. Let's see. Bring up the camera just a little bit. I always put my business card on the back. I put it on this side, but you should have like a contact info just in case somebody who buys it doesn't know anything about you, but somebody asks, you got it on there. It's just a quick boom, boom, boom with a stapler, and you got it. All right, my heavy duty canvas. So let's turn this thing around. Whoa! Got excited again. And this is that space station you see me working on, and do a quick inspection of it. And so we've got everything going on here. I don't see blatant thin spots on the paint. So that's what we're doing. You're looking for things like that. So that's what we're doing. So, and we'll see if I need any cleanup. I think I'm okay. Remember, you could get too carried away too. Part of a painting is a painting. It's not a photograph. So that's what we're doing here. Everything seems to be doing fine here. Now, when it comes to the edge of the painting, let's see if you can see the edge. Whoa, look at that. The edge needs a little more work here. Okay. And some people just go with a black edge. I have a tendency to paint my stuff around. And so what we're going to do here is you look it off into space here. I am going to bring this camera forward. Patience, patience. You're going to hear this horrible squeaking noise. Let's see if we can do this. Hey, look at that. So, coming in here. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. So what we're going to do is, let's see, I need a drone or a camera person. So we're going to do that. And we can rotate, and so I'm going to get my handy dandy paintbrushes out here. And we're going to put on that edge a little bit. Whoa! So we're coming in here. Hopefully, of course it is. Gonna pour out some more Van Dyke Brown, and some more Carbon Black, and some Prussian Blue, because the Prussians are blue. Okay, you can always get some on your finger. Okay. Well, but so I kind of wrap that thing around. That's a little too dark. A little bit of white, and a little bit of Prussian blue. This is the edge of the painting. Hopefully, you can see what I'm doing. See, I got my Rumpty Dumpty song for you, Diane. Now, like I said, some people they just paint the side black, and some people frame it, But I always paint mine. I always do. I'm gonna work on that. Little thing going on here. On here. Ba-ding! Oh dear. Ba-dum. Oh dear. Again, all these things. I might have to silence my phone. Hold on. All right. Yep. Silence that. Coming in with some blue. And we're going to go down. Yep. See it? So we're going to hit this area. This is the edge of a Gamoon here. Use a bigger brush than that. I have a tendency to use too small of brushes. I think it was Bob Ross said, just use a big one, go. Mm-hmm. And I gotta come in with my magenta here. Oh my God, I'm in voice tonight. And a little more blue. And more of that. That's our side of our moon here. Okay, this is where it gets complicated. Okay, I'm going to bring back up the camera here. A little closer to that. Bear with me. Oh! You can actually ruin a painting when you, and I have done this, and I think probably every artist has done it. You're done, you're kind of tired of working on something, and then you do this last minute sloppy job, and it's not good. And that's why I say if you don't try to be painting right up to the last second, if you can avoid it, because you want to have that period of time that you could actually do a quick check over of the thing and say, okay, yeah, that needs reworking. Oh my God, I'm in voice. Watch out, Diane. Okay. All right. Yeah, you really want to take that little extra time, especially when you're going into a show. I've actually had a painting not sell because the guy looked to the side and he could see I just slopped it. And then I just like, God, Mike, you knew better than that. There is a lot of truth to that. Real easy to do that because you start getting into a rush. I'm lucky. I've been kind of working on this for a long time, and so I already had some paintings that he would want in this show. And I can't emphasize that enough. Try to keep from rushing if you can do it. That is a lot easier said than done. Okay, where we at? But okay, got this port hole there. There we go. Okay. Put that down there. Because but and on that note, I'm gonna just come down here, add some lights. It's gonna be a short show. It's just showing what you need to do. Make sure you got everything. I'm sure you know Anthony and stuff, but be amazed. It's just like, and it's this type of stuff that will just kill you, as you know. You're just sitting there thinking you're just hunky dory fine, and then you slop it up. You know? I've done that a few times. I'm just trying to people avoid having to do that. It's a lesson you don't want to have to learn. You know, it's like you should learn it before the lesson. Buddy-dum-bum. All right. There we go. Yeah, you get in a rush and then you just kind of just slap it together and like I said, I have the luxury that I've actually finished kind of early on this one and I'm going to keep trying to do that. It's just give yourself a time, it's real easy to do that. All right. So we kind of got that edge okay. The top here needs some cleaning up. Let's see. You probably can't see that. Shoot. Let's see. Can he do it? To get up higher. Well, pretty close. My really highly sophisticated, high-tech studio I've got going on here. Okay, this needs to be cleaned up. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. Like I said, this is going to be a short show. Just kind of wanted to show what you kind of need to do. And I know you, Anthony, you've done this a few times. So I always tell somebody who's going to first do a show, and I said, it doesn't matter if it's a bar, whatever. I said, figure out how long you think it's going to take you, double that, and then add 2 hours. That's my formula. And it seems to work. You go with that rule, yeah, you know to give yourself time. I had a young man that it was his first show I ever did, and he didn't really listen to that. And then he came up to me and says, I should have listened to you. He said, I was up until 4 a.m. And I said, yep, that's what happens. You think you're done, and you're not. And all these labels, I already got my labels done, so I'm good to go. And I'm going to show you a quick label. Some people really get fancy with the labels. I kind of keep it simple, but I have usually large labels. And the reason why I started doing that, oh boy, that's a big blob. I'll just smear that out there. I don't mind using my fingers. But I use a large label because when the whole COVID thing and all the restrictions going on where they couldn't bring people in, but yet they were still able to be open. I've started putting larger labels because people couldn't get close to the artwork. And so that's what I did. And so I actually, hey, let me show you one right now while I'm talking about it. Oh, I couldn't help myself, sorry. Here's a sample of one, but it's just sizable. They're big labels. Okay, so we're almost done with that side here. The other side's fine. I was just looking at this one. It needed some help. So I figured I'd just do this little show here. You can see the paint on my fingers now. Us artists will probably die from some extremely rare skin disorder. They won't figure out what it is until they realize how much acrylic paint we've had on their fingers. Okay, just clean that up. All right. Cool. Just like I said, the key is just to clean it up and get it done. I think we lost Diane. I think she had to go back into, probably had to go back in her cell. Ah, poor thing. I'm not even sure if she really did all that embezzlement, but the people that are arresting her kind of scare me, so I'm just going to keep out of that one. I'm sorry, Diane, but Okay. Bum, buddy. Flip it over to the side again. All I need to do, let's see if we pop this down again. Down it goes. Whoa! There we go. Yeah, back off. There we are. Probably lighten that up just a little bit. Ba-bum. Okay. A little lighter than that. A little more magenta. There we go. There we go. That's better. But yeah, it's real easy to kind of neglect this, and then you realize you just slopped it together. And then I've even had a couple ones go up where I slopped right over the edge, and it's like, oh, it was so irritating. You see it at the show, and you're just like, oh man, I wonder if they would mind if I grabbed a paintbrush. Okay, smooth that out. Smoothing that all out there. All right. And I think that's, like I said, it's a short show tonight, but that's the whole thing. The key is use decent wire for the back of your painting. Those hooks that I found online, it just has sped up my putting the wires on the back so much. And that's why I'm saying just be careful when you're doing your edges. Get the wire on there. Put your business card on there. And look for real sloppy edges and stuff like that. Give yourself if you could manage to finish your project almost a week ahead of time, that gives you a chance to give it a good whirl and take a look. But on that note, I'm going to pull this back up here. Whoa! Okay, hold on. Oh my God, that was probably get you sick right there. All right, but we're just gonna pop this up again. This is the last one I did, and I'll be in the show this Saturday. Holy crapolas. But my space station is a mining facility, what it is. So there you go. So take care. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to move this here. It was like a half-hour show. I know just a short one tonight, but yeah, I just thought I would go over that because that's what I've been doing tonight is making sure all my edges are right. I don't have sloppy, that's a problem when you have a little lip on this thing. So I'm going to have to this evening just kind of come across here and clean it. The show isn't till Saturday. The person that's helping me out is going to pick me up at 1:00, and we'll get there and get the darn paintings up, and we'll start that show. So I will try to do a live broadcasting. We'll see. Hey, tomorrow is Thursday, and I'm actually thinking I'm in good enough shape that I might actually do Empire Thursday. That's been at least a couple of months, So I think I'm in pretty good shape. So take care. Thank you for joining me. Let's see. I'll be back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye. Whoa! Oh,